What is up, everyone? Today I want to share with you my way to restore wrongly exposed medium format film. Stay tuned. So guys, as you may or may not know, this is my Epson Perfection V800 photo medium format scanner, which I use to digitize my medium format films. Today I received my film back, which I shoot 2 weeks ago, and I was in for a bit of a shock. It is a dia film, so a positive film, and I shot it with my Mamiya 645, and yeah, this was the result. Yeah, you can see there are a few bits of information left, but not really any recognizable. So the entire roll of film is like that. So why is that? I didn't set the timing wrong. My exposure times were all correct, but the problem is I shoot with expired film. It was expired and not cooled, and therefore it went wrong. I shoot mainly expired film because they are quite cheap, and 90% of all times they are perfectly they work perfectly well. But this time something went terribly wrong, and so now I want to show you what we can restore. So the first thing to have a look, I have in here eight frames loaded. I will focus on that. Yeah. So against bright light you can see a little of information is left, but they are mostly clear. So now I want to show you what I will do to restore this. So guys, yes, what you already seen was that I have loaded this film up. There are actually 4 pictures on the one side and another 4 on the other side. So the next thing to do is you have to have your rocket blower, and then you have to clean this quite good from both sides, because those films accumulate dust quite heavily. The next thing to do is you open your scanner and also blow the dust out of here. Also from down of the lightening unit. Okay, then you have those two arrows, those aligned with those two arrows on here. There are pins. You align it. And then close your scanner. Okay, now welcome to my desktop. The first thing to do is to load up your scanning software. I use the Epson Scan software. Open this and you will be greeted with this window. There you go. What you have to do first is you have to go into the professional mode. Here it says what type of a holder you use. I use the film holder. Then it asks of the film type. So you can choose between positive film, color negative and black and white negative. I have a dia positive film, so I choose positive. Then you can choose your picture type that you want to have. In this special application, I know it's a dia positive color film, but I do know that because of the expired film, the color isn't there, so I choose 16-bit grayscale because I want to have it in black and white. Under there you choose your DPI rate. For my Epson V800, it is recommended in the internet to use 4800 DPI. That is the recommended DPI, because if you go even larger it takes more time, but you won't get a better a better picture, more information in your picture. So now, yes, on the output size I leave it at original, so that I have the original size. Now you can do some corrections, and there are some that I do recommend, and that is the unsharp mask. I put it on lowest setting. That will help you to get a little bit more sharpness, and it won't hurt the image quality. And the rest I do leave out. You can use digital eyes. It will double your scanning time. You have to know that. But you will have problems with digital eyes. I checked for that. I did a comparison between without digital eyes and with digital eyes, and you lose a lot of sharpness and a lot of information in your picture, so I leave it out and do this in the post process. So what you will do next is you click on the preview button. Okay, now we have it says it has recognized 10 pictures in the miniature preview, but I won't recommend using that. I would recommend you to go into the normal mode. So there you have it, that was the scan. And now what you will do is you make boxes. You make them, you hardly can see the frames, the original, a little bit of information you can see, and you make boxes around it. There's one picture, there is another one. Make it a little bit bigger. You always can crop that in the post process and you will have to do it. So no harm in making those boxes a little bit bigger. So now there is another picture. Here we have one picture. There I see a picture. There should be one. And up there should be one. Those upper pictures are quite harsh to see because there isn't a lot of information left. But now what we will do is we will change that. So what we can do is we click on the pictures, and then in the main menu there we have the so-called histogram. We will go into that. And now we have 3 sliders. What we will do is we take the black one. So now I will, yes, you can see that. And we will drag it to the right. And what you will see is that the left picture is getting a lot of informations back. I know the picture doesn't look that good, but the film isn't lost forever, so we will have a few informations back from this film. So now let's continue with the next one. Pay attention that you don't rise this too much, because if you do, what you will see here is the picture gets flat and you lose a lot of information. You don't want to have that. Yeah, like that. Okay, so what you can see is that we have quite a bit of information left on this film, which wasn't even possible to see with your naked eye. So now, the next thing to do is you have to mark all of those boxes. And then you press the scan button. It will ask you where to put them, and then you want to save it as a TIFF file. You can put this information in here as well. You can save it as a bitmap, a JPEG, or even a PDF, but I want to have a TIFF because I want to optimize a little bit of that in the post-processing process. So the next thing to do is click OK, and then the scanning process will start. So guys, there we have it. All of the pictures came out quite well, and in the next part we will see how we can make them better and yes, the way to optimize them in post-process. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.